Okay, welcome back. We're gonna play the back half of the course, which enters into the ravine. I just had to eat a little lunch and teach a music lesson. But now I'm back out here in the sun, throw some more frisbees in the woods. Can't wait to show you the back. Okay, hole 11 tees off by this beautiful hemlock and traverses the road. The green is really the challenge of this hole. It's perched up on the rocks with slopes on three sides, all funneling to out of bounds. So in some ways the shot here is a layup to the road and then like a 90-foot putt up the mountain. Although, has anybody played that smart? Hard to know. The alternative is a tiny gap up in the sky that flexes back to the base of the hill, in which case you got a birdie putt. Yeah, that's ideal. So when you make it out of the woods, the green is tucked up there to the right. You can see all the road and pond leading there. So the landing zone is pretty tough if you're gonna make the green. If you overshoot the hole, like I mentioned before, you can get way up in those woods and try to get a putt down towards it, in which case out of bounds is looming. Without a doubt, my best drive ever on this hole. And there's my return. The old M14 Special. Hole 12 is a unique par 3. It kind of crests over this rock and then dramatically drops downhill. The basket is on like a little outcropping, but still on the slope. So it's a very touchy, I would say by the bird fly, it's probably 160 feet, maybe a little more, maybe pushing 200. But the way you have to play it is like a little baby flex. It has to land soft, matching the angle of the hill. Very easy to go long, out of bounds of the property line, beyond. Very hard get. And anything early puts you in some trouble. That flex back, it could be great. Distance control was right on. This is a very difficult hole to park. So I'll take this drive. Although the putt is kind of a death putt. Okay. Or just lay it up for the par. Hole 13, the infamous par 2. Basket right up there, about 75 feet. Plays as a par 3 for AMs. But for pros, you got to make a decision here. Do you want to lay up, take a par, move on? Or do you want to hit this long putt with the risk of a high number? Oh man, that was close. When you choose to run it, and you end up with an easy 2, that'll work. We've got a little dry cabin on the property that our friend Alan lives in. You're gonna hear his generator going. He's doing some woodworking. Alan's burning some slash down there, working on some woodworking. He owns a gallery here in town called Element 11. He's doing some work for that.
What's that?
Oh, just chatting with the video.
Oh, okay.
Introducing your space. Walking through to the next hole.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
It's the Art Village course.
Love it. Okay, hole 14 is cool. Road to the right, out of bounds. Road short, functioning like a river, out of bounds. Gotta get over that. And the tone is tucked up into the trees to the left. Gotta clear Alan's trailer. Close. No tee signs yet. This, however, is hole 15, signature hole, par 4. The road is essentially the fairway. The left side of the road is a ravine, which plays out of bounds. The shot is a flex forehand that fights back, hits that hillside, rolls into the road, gives you a chance to lay up for the birdie 3. I'm not throwing any forehands today because of my finger. It's a very demanding tee shot. The am pad is the drop zone for pros, which is 3/4 of the way down the road. Green's also very treacherous. Big numbers available here. Flipped over hard. There we go. That's the shot for backhand right there. Until the OB infrastructure gets a little more defined, we play pretty casual here. So it's more or less play where it lies, unless it's an obvious break. In this case, I'm tucked up in the 9 bark here, off the road, but very playable. So I'm gonna call that a good drive. Oh man, that just about found a way to hit it. Very eagleable par 4. I'd say the carry is maybe 460, and the line is just incredibly demanding with OB everywhere. So definitely, if you're an aggressive tee shot player, you can get down to the green in 1. You know, even with an okay drive, I threw a putter off the tee and just glided it down here. Gave me a long look at it. So a fun shot, you know, it's very threeable if you get a good drive, but you can quickly get into the double bogey territory. Awkward, but makeable. Easily the most challenging hole in the course, hole 16, par 4. No matter how you draw it up, it's a 2-shot hole. The intended route is to throw only about a 175-foot shot down this hill, hook to the left. That puts you in a landing zone that gives you like a 250-foot tunnel to a sloped green. I've had some success going mega sky roller up over this way. I can get further down the fairway, but the scrambling is hit or miss. So I feel like I want to avoid the big number. That might be it, but hard to birdie. Down the middle, very birdieable if you execute 2 good shots. And that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, those little kisses to the right killed my chances of a birdie. The release was looking pretty solid. She used more stable of a disc. Here's the pathway for heading down into hole 16. Okay, so when you make it down to landing zone, this is the tunnel you have to access the bucket strip, the hill there. This is gonna be a beautiful fairway when it's all finished up. I, unfortunately, am down there somewhere and have some scrambling ahead of me. More times than not, these are the lies you're dealt with on hole 16. I really don't want to rip this open again. I'm going lefty backhand, patent pending. Yeah, that plays. Another beautiful early season flower, yellow violet, popping up here in the duff. Gotta love it. Okay, I've got a bit of a line there. Short. It's a very steep hike up to 17. And, oh, Trillium. Okay, I gotta show you that. tucked back here in the duff is a beautiful trillium specimen. I love it. Spring can be kind of a tough season sometimes. Transition and the budding of all the energy in the world. I feel like I've been enjoying it more than ever this year. Okay, halfway point up to the T-Pad 17. We're here at the creek where we've got a little creekside chessboard and a little babbling creek year round, funneling from the spring, which we're gonna walk right next to for the next tee. Once we emerge from the ravine, we get to meet this beautiful spring, which is amazing for swimming and drinking and whatever you'd like. Hole 17's T-pad is just up above it there on that little path. I think of hole 17 as being essentially a mandatory forehand, given that it's a dog leg left to right, over the road out of bounds, also road beyond it, so the green functions like a peninsula. But the ceiling's low. You're going to get up in the sky and arcing to the right, which is perfect with this kind of angle, low release up in the sky. If you don't have that shot, which I don't today, I don't even know what to do here. I've never done anything else. Hit it. Oh, right over the top. There's a little window. You can see the tone pole. Dang, maybe I should do that more often. I'm not entirely sure how I got back here. I'll take it. Okay, hole 18. The final hole of the course. Just shooting one off the gut. It does drop off behind slowly, so if you ace run this and glide past, it can be a tough comebacker. More often than not, you see drives hit those rocks and land short. But I think for them, the drive put it in. Come on, baby, come on out of it. Okay, pretty steeply uphill, about 28 feet. Something like that. Thank you for joining me on the Pro 20. Course still needs a lot of work, but it's playable and it is way fun. So I was eager to share it with you all. So thanks for joining me on the walk and witnessing spring come to life. We'll see you on the next video. Hey, turkeys. Hop out of there. No, not supposed to be in here. Not that way. Not that way. There we go, fly on out. No, you gotta fly a bit. There you go.